everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aurora and this is Drawsome, and today we're going to be drawing ribbons. That's what the prompt is, ribbon. So it's very much right up my alley because it has to do a lot with lighting and shading. So if you've seen any of these other Drawsomes, you'll know that shading is very much up my alley. So it's going to be based loosely on this, which was fabric back in week 26. So we're going to be doing something similar where you have your darks and your midtones and your lights to show light. But it's going to be a little bit more simple, which would be nice. So this is what we're going to do. Now the picture I pulled up looks as if the lighting is coming directly from above it and shows all the shadows and all that behind it. So that's basically what we're going to be drawing. So when drawing ribbon, you just try to make sure that you keep the ribbon itself the same width all the way through, because that is makes it look way more realistic. Now you see where this is, it's going to be folding over. Well, this line here is going to be coming from this corner, so you're going to, it's almost like you're making an imaginary line through here and then continuing it on like that. And then this one will basically do the same thing. And it's just basically you're weaving in and out of itself. That's what gives it that curly Q shape. And let's see, this one's here, and this will come like so, and this flips over. Now you can tell already that it's basically a ribbon. So hold on, we gotta make this line like this. So here's that loop where it flips over. So this one won't be there because it's hidden. Let's make that more curved. And then it's showing that it comes down and wraps around this way. So I'm just doing it different, so it's a little different. Not a whole lot different, but a little different. So this will just be coming back. So it just goes off into the distance, in no man's land. Now it's gonna come up over here. You're just keeping that width here as close as you can, so that it, like I said, makes it look more realistic. Because if it says it's 1-inch lace, you know, you want it to try to make it look like it's 1 inch. Or ribbon, I mean. What did I say, lace? So, and this basically disappears. And then this comes out. I think this comes up behind it. I'm going to be showing you something a little more, a little easier also. That anybody can draw. I mean, even if you have difficulties with this, you should be able to draw it. And it's just like a little banner, and it's really cute. And it should be pretty simple. I don't think anybody would have any problems with it. So, this is going to come up. Alright, so to make this look more realistic, what we're going to be doing now is anywhere that it's crossed over itself, you start shading in underneath. And making this part as dark as possible, and then coming around to where it gets lighter. Now, in order to show that there are high parts and low parts, so that it looks like it's, you know, almost like a wave, it is done, kind of follow the curvature. And then other side. And this makes it look higher. So that it's catching the light. Anything where it's not, see how that looks like it's a little bit higher now? So that's how this is. just like so. So you can do the entire thing, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up for you, so because it can get monotonous, but I'll show you how this is done and how it turns out. Alright, so there's our shading with our highlights. So we have our dark tones, which would be the very underneath layers, would be the darkest. You have your mid-tones, and then you have your highlights, which you can pull out with an eraser if you feel like it's gotten too muddy or anything like that. One thing I was going to mention too is that when you've got a mid-tone here, it's best to put the darkest behind it to make it bring it forward. If you put mid-tone next to mid-tone, it gets lost, completely gets lost. So if you have a highlight and then something passing behind it, you can get away with a mid-tone. So that's, the further back it goes, the darker it's going to get. So I wanted to show you that other one, easy little banner. It's really cute, but it's just an arch, and then you angle these ends. And this you can draw on like a nice card for somebody, or you know, something like that. And then it comes out here, and then these connect like that, and then just a couple of V's on the ends. And that shows that it's folded up underneath of it. And you do the same on the other side. And you can do the same shading to this as we did up here. So this would be your darkest. And then you can just shade out from behind like that. So you have a mid-tone. And then you can do from the edges in. Kind of gives it a highlight in the center, makes it look like it's rounded. Let's see on this side. Like that. Then you can soften your shading so it doesn't look like such lines, unless you like that look. There you go. And you can even put like a shadow out here if you wanted to. That starts to get more complicated and everything, so I would just leave it, but you know, like that. There you go. So yeah, if you followed along with us, I would really love it if you followed along with me and Jen. And make sure you go and check out her video too, because I can't wait to see what she's done for this prompt and how she may have worked an animal into it. She comes up with some of the greatest stuff, so make sure you do that. And then if you did follow along with us, please post your art, you know, from the prompt on Instagram with the hashtag drawsomesquad, so that we can take a look and see what you come up with, because we love seeing everybody's artwork. It's been so much fun this past year watching everybody draw and see what, you know, their take on our prompts have been. So do that, and maybe you'll get featured in next week's video. So until then, I sure do love you bunches, and I'll see you next week. Bye.